Learn the definitive history of the DC universe. Let's talk about that in this video. Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for New History of the DC Universe #1. This is a new book from DC Comics. In this series, we will learn and relearn what is truly canon in the DC universe. So let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. Of course, we have who the person that's been the architect of the DC universe for the past few years, Mark Waid, on writing duties. We also have two artists. We have Jerry Ordway, classic DC writer, and Todd Knock, who's also been really somebody that both of these artists are really at the core. A lot of the big events, a lot of the things that have happened in the DC universe. We have colors by Matt Herms and John Callis and Todd Klein on letters. A beautiful, beautiful cover by Chris Samney and Giovanna Nero on colors for that. Yeah, this is fantastic stuff. So, in celebration of 90 years of DC, superfan and writer Mark Waid turns back time to the very beginning of the DC universe in a 4-issue miniseries drawn by some of DC's greatest artists and told by the newest chronicler of time, Barry Allen the Flash. In this debut issue, Barry takes us from the very beginning, the very birth of the DC universe, to the rise of the Justice Society and the Golden Age of Heroes as it begins. So let's talk about that. Yeah, this is really, really cool. Like, if you ever get into any kind of argument of like, this is how this happened, or this is what's actually canon, DC has now given you this series that shows you all the events that are canon. It's 48-page book. You have about 32 pages of actual story, of at least the chronicles that Barry's going through. And then in the back matter, you have some highlights of key events, things that have been like, you have a little snippets of original art. It's really, really well put together. Big shout out. Let me see who's the editor on this. We have Barry Holzer and Andrew Marino. Obviously, a really, really important task here. I really also love that they give Mark Wolfman and George Perez a tip of the hat in the credits, because they are obviously two of the very, very influential creators. And there's so many, but I think those two overall, when it comes to Crisis and everything that happened there, they really cemented and redefined the DC universe. I love the art. There's such a way that they picked artists that are perfect for the DC house style, which is what you really need in a book like this. Uh, there is no dialogue. Everything is just kind of Barry talking over all the events that you kind of see, and it highlights so many cool things, right? The rise of the Green Lanterns. We also have the creation of the new gods and the old gods and Apocalypse and all that. We have some of the more magical stuff like the Eternal, or like Lucifer coming to be, uh, what happens on Earth, the Amazons coming into being as well, the Egyptian gods, the Rock of Eternity, like all these key moments, the rise of Ra's al Ghul. Like I said, we go into some of the supernatural aspects, like the demon Etrigan. It's just everything is in here. We have some really cool stuff, and this one kind of ends directly at the destruction of Krypton, which is also a little bit after we see all the members of the Justice Society. Todd Knock draws a couple of pages that are just smack full of characters. I would love to, and I probably will ask on social media how long some of these took, because man, oh man, it is a dense page of characters. All of them who are named, all of them who are a part, big or small in the DC universe. So really enjoyed going through this one. I think this series, I'm gonna pick up the. I'm gonna pick up the single issues because Chris Samney's cover is fantastic, and it's a wraparound cover. It's really nice. You saw that at the beginning of the video. But I think this is going to be one of the coolest hardcover collections that DC is going to put out eventually. Uh, I can just imagine, because there's so much work going into this, and I bet they'll have some additional back matter for that. They love doing those deluxe editions, and I'm actually pretty excited for that. I'm trying to switch to some of the more books like this that are miniseries just to switch over to the collection instead of picking up all the single issues. But I love good covers, and that's what really gets me and keeps me buying month to month. So if you check this out, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments as always. Thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.